Next, this is Tori Towey. She is 28, she's from Ireland, and until recently was a flight attendant for Emirates. She lived in Dubai with her new husband. Outwardly, her life seemed happy, but she says she was being physically and emotionally abused by her partner, allegations that he has denied. Ms. Towey attempted to take her own life and was promptly arrested. This is her first TV interview since those charges were withdrawn. She described what she says was her experience in her marriage.
Just a lot of control issues. Obviously, in the beginning, I didn't see anything like that. It was when we moved in together. I was cut off from my friends, my family. I wasn't allowed to be on my phone, so I was kind of cut off from the rest of the world. So then a lot of arguments, which led to physical abuse and just emotional and mental abuse. So it was really, really tough.
And it got so hard for you that actually you got to the point where you wanted to end it all?
Yeah, because I just couldn't see a way out. Nothing was getting better. It wasn't ending. So at one point, I just thought, there is no way out. I can't leave. I can't do anything. I'm stuck. And
after that, you came round and you were, as I understand it, you were being given oxygen.
Yeah.
And presumably you thought you would be taken for some medical attention at that point.
Yeah. No, I woke up and they were giving me oxygen, and I was in my pajamas, so they got one of my dresses and they told me to put it on. And then I was brought straight to police station.
From your home to the police station?
Directly to the police station, yeah. I was put in a room. The police were speaking amongst themselves in Arabic, so I didn't understand anything that was going on. I wasn't told why I was there or what I was being charged with. At this point, I didn't know that I was going to be charged with anything. And then I was just brought straight up to the jail cell that was in the police station.
And there were other women in there?
Yeah, there was maybe about 50 women in there.
50?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like a narrow corridor with individual cells beside the corridor.
Right.
And it's just full of mattresses on the floor. And there's some girls sitting there. And when I went in, I sat down, I began to speak with some of them, and some of them were there for 7 months, 10 months, for very minor things. So at that point, I thought I could be stuck there for months. And then you couldn't use the phone because it's broken, and you needed money to use the phone. So I didn't know how I was going to contact anyone. So it was really terrifying.
And obviously you had no idea that there is a law in the UAE that says, and I'm reading from it, whoever attempts suicides shall be subject to the punishments of incarceration for no more than 6 months or a fine, and the court may order the detention of the convicted defendant in a healing facility in lieu of punishment. When did you realise that essentially what you had done was a crime? When
they brought me to the police station, because I instantly thought, why am I in a police station out of everywhere? And then when they started to walk me down the hall, and I read on the wall it said detention centre, that's when I knew, oh my God, I think this must be a crime, because what else am I doing here? So then, yeah, I was very stressed.
What would you say your darkest moment was?
I think when I was brought to the police station, when I was strip searched, because I was so emotional, so upset, so like lost, and then to be kind of what felt violated in that way, and then to be confused because I wasn't told anything. So my mental health was already really bad at this point, so that was my lowest point, I think.
And you have said that you spent time reflecting on the women who were still in that prison cell who are still detained, those women that you met.
Yeah, I mean, one girl in particular, she's just 23. She has no family in Dubai. She's no one to bring her clothes or a toothbrush because you're not provided with these things.
What was she supposed to have done?
She said there was I think there was a party where there was drugs at it, and they went in, they stormed in, and they just took her. She doesn't know how long she's going to be there for. She hasn't been given a court hearing date. Some girls were there 10 years.
God.
That I spoke to. They were from the Philippines. So.
And obviously you know, because you work for Emirates, as a flight attendant, Dubai, really popular holiday destination for British people and for British people who want to make a life out there. What would you say to people in the UK and Ireland, particularly women, who are thinking about setting up a life there?
I think you just have to be careful because it's marketed as it's very relaxed, that it's changed over the years, but everything's okay until it's not okay. It takes you having an argument with somebody, calling somebody a name, even around alcohol. It has this reputation for parties, yacht parties, but it's actually, the laws are still the same as they were years ago. So if they test you and you have alcohol in your system, you're still technically breaking the law, which I didn't know. I mean, I had 2 glasses of wine in my own home and I was charged with alcohol abuse. So I just think you just have to be careful.
Tori Towey, Miss Towey's former husband, denies the allegations. If you've been affected by some of the things we talked about in our interview, then please do contact the BBC's Action Line, bbc.co.uk/action line, or call them 0800 066 066.